Well, hello everybody. Today I'm going to just do a little video here on my little webcam, and it's the first time I've tried it, so we'll see how that works because I have never actually used it to make a video. So I guess I'm supposed to look in that thing right there, right? So I'm just going to start off with a little news from what happened today. Today is, I believe, the October 4th, and it's kind of an exciting day for prepping and survival and news type of stuff. As you may or may not know, today the interwebs decided to take a big dump, and all the social media platforms were down most of the day, and some are still glitching out. Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, all these. I don't think the Twitter went down. I'm not on any of these things, but I know a lot of you guys are. That was one piece of news. The other piece of news was it turns out that China started buying massive number of PCR tests, that's for the coronavirus, back in May of 2019. That's weird. Maybe they're psychic. I mean, we all know that the PCR tests are, well, I know that the YouTubes likes to have fun with these, but the PCR tests may or may not be very effective in detecting what they're supposed to detect. Let's just say that. And the third piece of news was, remember that story no one talks about anymore, the pullout of Afghanistan after 20 years and the way that it all went down? Well, remember that big air base, Bagram Air Base in Afghanistan. I think it's in the northern part of Afghanistan. You guys correct me if I'm wrong. The lights have been out for a while, and over the weekend the lights turned back on. So there is speculation that, let's see, there are reports coming from, let me get the link for you, the Daily Mail out of the UK, that China has taken over Bagram Air Base, whatever you want to call it. So that's super cool. When I was telling my daughter this, she said, does that mean they got all the stuff that was left there too? And I said, I guess so. So I mean, obviously I wasn't there. I don't know what they left there, but from seeing the pictures, the Chinese came and have a pretty cool base with a bunch of stuff there left over. So that's super cool. Why does that matter? Well, that matters just because it sucks, but also China's in there with the rare earth minerals and the pipelines and all these kind of things. Plus they have a pretty good infrastructure that we built with our money. Well, we didn't build it. We paid for it. Plus, if you're keeping up on the news, there's some tension between India and China, and now you have China to India's north, and China now establishing a pretty big air base, or they didn't establish, they just took over, to India's west, which is a little Pakistan in between. So if I were India, that would make me kind of nervous. All right. So what did all these things I was thinking about it today, not so much the PCR, not too much the China thing, but the internet going down thing. It also messed with my Xfinity, so it was hard for me to do my e-commerce, so that kind of woke me up a little bit. But I think people in, normal to everyday people, you have a couple of different classifications. The people that think nothing bad will ever happen. Then there's the people that think, well, something bad will happen, but it's a long way off. And then there's the people that think something bad will happen, but not today. And so an event like this, when you go to log on to something you've logged on to thousands of times probably, if you're a Facebook user or one of these people, or even me trying to get on the internet to do my work, it doesn't work anymore. It doesn't turn on. And so today could have been the day. Tomorrow could be the day that everything comes crumbling down, or the internet doesn't work, or the electricity doesn't come back on, or maybe tomorrow's the day when there's an earthquake and you're out of electricity, or hurricane or tornado. Maybe tomorrow you lose your job. Maybe tomorrow you get diagnosed with cancer. Maybe tomorrow you get fired because you didn't get the thing. Who knows? I always wonder about those people that were on the Twin Towers hanging outside of their office windows as their office is burning down. And all of those people woke up, all those workers woke up and went to work the same they always do, just another Tuesday morning, going to their meeting, getting their coffee, eating their bagel, whatever, their donut, complaining about Bob in the next cubicle because he's all this and that. And 20 minutes later, you're hanging outside your building and you're looking at the damp ground going, how the hell did I end up like this? Well, because today was the day. That day was the day. So that's kind of what got me reflecting today, is today wasn't the day, as far as we know. but it could have been. And so that's why you should prepare. And so the things that I'm preparing for that we confirm know are actually happening is we know that there are shortages. We know that there's ships lined up and not delivering their stuff. We know that the companies that sent those ships aren't going to keep sending stuff if the stuff they already sent hasn't been unloaded yet. That's not good business. We know the factories that put the stuff on those ships are going to cut production because they're not going to keep pumping out lawn chairs if the lawn chairs they just shipped haven't even gotten there yet. So they're going to cut production, which will cause a huge lag time. We know that's a fact. We also know it's a fact that prices have gone up. If you saw, I think I said in my previous video, ground beef at Sam's Club went up 50 cents from last week to this week, and from yesterday to today it went up another 25 cents. So we know prices are going up. We know there's shrinkflation where the amount gets smaller. Mayonnaise, for example, used to come in a 32-ounce jar. Now it's a 30-ounce jar. Might seem insignificant, but these things all build up and are bad. So do what you can do. Go prepare. I'll be putting up more videos on how my family and I prepare. Feel free to leave a comment or a question. I respond. I only have 12 subscribers, so I have plenty of time to respond to your questions or your comments or anything like that. Other than that, thanks for watching.